We've grown so accustomed to a million options, a million decisions, and a million ways to distract ourselves that we rarely notice how much that constant choosing shapes the way we live and feel. This is going to be a slightly different type of video. Still down here in Costa Rica. I just finished drafting up an email that I'm going to be sending out to everyone who's subscribed to my newsletter. If you're not, I'll leave a link below. And in this email, I wanted to kind of capture what it means to me to spend time in this part of the world. Why I keep coming down here, why I've chosen to lead retreats here year after year for the past almost 11 years straight. And so instead of trying to kind of recap that email, I figure I'll just read it to you here. I mean, why not? I can use these videos to do literally whatever I want. So that's what I'm gonna do. I wanna share with you this email that I'm sending out about why it is that I come down here, why I lead retreats down here. And just kind of a sneak peek as well. I'm gonna be putting out a video a little bit later on in the next couple weeks about my interpretation of the difference between a retreat and a vacation. Something that I've actually spent a lot of time thinking about. So if you're not subscribed to this channel, definitely subscribe because I think you might really enjoy that one when it comes out. And as always, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to share the email now and we'll end with that. Hi, my friends. I'm down here in Costa Rica spending time in a place I've come to think of as a second home. What I love most about being here is the quiet reminder of what it means to slow down, to breathe, and to appreciate the most important parts of life. It's simplicity. We've grown so accustomed to a million options, a million decisions, and a million ways to distract ourselves that we rarely notice how much that constant choosing shapes the way we live and feel. In a place like this, something shifts. There is space between the noise, space before the next tasks, space between decisions. And in that space, you begin to notice the way the light moves through the trees, the rhythm of the ocean, and the steadiness of your own breath. You remember what it feels like to be present in a simple and natural way. The space between decisions is where clarity lives. It's where you begin to hear your own thoughts again. Your body softens, your breath deepens, practice becomes less about performance and more about connection. This is one of the reasons I care so much about leading retreats down here. Not as an escape, not as a vacation, but as a deliberate step away from constant input. A retreat creates the conditions for you to stop reacting and start listening. Over a few days, the nervous system unwinds. You breathe differently, you move differently, you think differently. There's no rush to get somewhere else and no pressure to optimize your experience. There's only the invitation to show up, to practice, to meals, to conversation, and to rest. This June, I'll be returning here to Costa Rica to host a week-long retreat with a small group of people who are craving exactly that kind of reset. 7 days of thoughtful practice, intentional conversation, unhurried mornings, and evenings that end with the sound of the jungle instead of notifications. If something in you feels tired of the noise, if you've been craving space instead of stimulation, and if you want to remember what it feels like to move and breathe without rushing towards the next thing, I would love for you to join me. There's still a few rooms available for June, and I would be honored to share this place and this experience with you.